Okay guys, so this video I'm going to explain you about gerund and to infinitive. So the gerund and to infinitive is easy. Uh, like you can see on the board right here, I will explain you from the right to the left. Gerund has three main usage, and also to infinitive has three main usage. So gerund is verb plus ing, we call verb ing. So and gerund use the first one is gerund used after preposition or phrasal verbs. So preposition, you can see the preposition can be in, on, at, with or without, etc. There are many more prepositions. And phrasal verbs, mostly verb plus preposition like give up, set up, take off. So these are the phrasal verbs. Like you can take a look at the example. She goes home without saying goodbye. So without. So without is the preposition. We use the verb gerund or verb ing after preposition without. After preposition, you cannot use to say or use say, but you have to use saying verb ing. So again, she goes home. She goes home without saying goodbye. The second example is give up. So give up is a kind of phrasal verbs. So the verb phrasal verb, he gives up smoking. No, he gives up smoking. So give up is a phrasal verb. That's why we use verb ing after the phrasal verbs. And the second main use is as a subject of the sentence. Okay, we use gerund as a subject. So paying attention to the teacher is what students have to do. So we can see that the gerund used to start the sentence. So it is used as a subject of the sentence. Another one is reading is important. Yeah, important, this one. Not important. Important for students. Reading is important for students. So reading is gerund, used as a subject. The subject of the sentence. Actually, another one more usage is not only used for the subject of the sentence, but gerund also used as a subject, as an object of the sentence. It used as an object of the sentence. Example like, my happiness is getting up late. Yes. So my happiness is the subject, is the verb, and getting up. Okay, getting up late or getting up is the object of the sentence. Used after the verb is. And the last use of gerund is after some verbs. So there are some verbs which follow by gerund, like the verb like, hate, and don't mind. And there are many other verbs that follow by gerund, but I choose two examples right here. Example, she hates getting up early in the morning. So the word hate followed by gerund, getting up. The second example is I don't mind doing housework. So don't mind is the verb which followed by doing as gerund or verb ing. So that's it for the gerund. Now we can move to the infinitive. Infinitive or verb one, or in the lesson we say to infinitive or to plus verb one. So to infinitive, we use it after adjective. So all the verb that go after adjective, it must be to infinitive or infinitive with to. The adjective can be tall, fast, small, important, etc. There's a lot of adjectives. So we can see the example. My book is easy to read. So easy is an adjective. So after the word adjective, we use to infinitive. So to read. It is important to learn English today. So important is an adjective. You have to use to infinitive after the adjective. You cannot say important learning or important learn, but you have to say important to learn. And the second use is we use to infinitive to express reason or purpose. Like we can see the example. We come here to study English. We come here to study English. So to study, okay, is your purpose. For me, for the sentence, I come here to teach students. So to teach students or to teach is your purpose. It is to infinitive to express your purpose or your reasons. And last but not least, to infinitive used after some verbs. So some verbs like the verb need, want, decide, and other more verbs that can be followed by to infinitive. But I give you the example right here. I wanted to learn or to study English. I want to study English. So want is a verb which followed by to infinitive. So to study. You cannot say I want studying or I want study, but I want to study is the correct one. I want to study English. We need to speak English at school. So need is the verb that's followed by to infinitive. So the to infinitive right here is to speak. So gerund and to infinitive with the last three use is the last use is that use after some verbs. That's why learners need to recognize the verb that's followed by gerund and the verbs that follow by infinitive. You have to recognize it, so it is easy for you not to get confused when doing the exercise or when doing the writing. So that's it for the video. Thank you. See you on the next video.